Welcome to Sway. We're just going to kind of play with it. Sway, in case you haven't ever used it before, is kind of a super fancy alternative to PowerPoint. It's a presentation platform, so you can put content in and it's meant to be presented or worked through by a group of people. Of course, just like any other technology that you have, teachers can adapt it so you can use it to do things with your classroom. You can use it to contact your parents. Just anything that you can think of, you could use Sway. So I have made a Sway. This one just says welcome, but I have made a Sway to just show you a little bit about what you can do. So my children have some very unique learning needs. So we homeschool them, and we started homeschooling, oh gosh, I guess about 2 weeks ago, just because I wanted them to be in the habit before I came back to work. So this is just kind of a Sway about my kids and their first week of school. Since I didn't have any regular kids that I could show you from school, my kids get to be the guinea pigs. So this is what my Sway looks like. We've got our Carter Homeschool Academy. Sorry about that, guys. My dentist is supposed to be calling me back. I had a tooth emergency last night. But anyway, this is the Sway. And so here are my little cutie patooties. Whenever you see a picture in Sway, you're able just to click on it and it makes it big so you can see. So these are my 3 boys and my niece, Olivia. I actually have 4 boys, but one of them leaves for college this weekend, so he wasn't in this one. To get out of a picture, you just click the X. And then to navigate, you have some options. You can either click here and it gives you kind of like chapters that you can go to, or you can just use the arrows and it just scrolls. So here's our first little bit. And then this is my favorite part of Sway. You can put a stack of pictures in, and I like it because it just feels like you can click and like you're holding a stack of pictures and you can just click through. You can also make them bigger and click through them this way if you'd like to. And then you can just either hit escape or the X to move out of it. And then so we just went through and I just put what are we learning, and you can add text so that you can talk about each little thing. You can add, oh, sorry about that, lots of pictures. Again, you can click on the picture and make it bigger.
They're doing teach for tomorrow.
Huh?
I can't get the screen to move.
You can't get the screen to what?
Sorry, I should have been muted.
No problem at all. And so this is, hang on, why are we not working now? Well, now it's being silly. Hang on. Technical difficulties at the technology conference. Let's just refresh. There we go. So then down here, you can also do things like, there's some more pictures that I put in. You can also do things like add video. Let me just really quickly, I've got to make sure that you can hear my sound. I forgot to click share computer sound. So there we go. You can also upload videos.
So Libby, what's your favorite dinosaur?
T-Rex.
Why is the T-Rex your favorite dinosaur?
Because I just have that. Mine is not a little T-Rex.
So tell me about your picture.
My picture is pink.
So that's my cutie pie niece.
And
Stop. There we go. So you can also add videos. So you can see how this would be like a really cool thing to put a newsletter in for your classroom, because you can add pictures of what you're doing. You can add videos of what your kids are doing. You can do all kinds of things with it. And it's just really a cool way to showcase what's going on in your classroom. So to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us back to the actual Sway website. You can get to Sway a couple different ways. You can type in, just like it says right here, sway.office.com, and it will ask you just to log in like regular. Or when you go to your Newton County email, you can click the little waffle. It's actually an app selector is the correct term for it, but you can click the waffle and then you can click right over to Sway here. It's in the Microsoft suite of products, so that's a couple different ways that you can get to it. It just depends on what you want. So here is Sway, and can you all just give me a thumbs up? I'm gonna make sure you can still see my screen, just because sometimes it does weird things, or even just a shout out, say yes, we can see it. That would be great, perfect, thank you so much. So here is Sway, and you've got a couple things that you can do from the home page. You have the Create New button, which if you just want to start completely from scratch, you can click here. You can click Start from a Topic, and that will actually, you can like type in a keyword and start, it pulls up the menus of things you might want to choose from. You can also start from a document. So if you have an old PowerPoint that you really like and the content is great, but you just kind of want to snazz it up a little bit, you can click there and actually upload a document, and it will put it into a Sway format and kind of work for you. The next thing that you can do, if you scroll down a little bit, is you can start from a template. If you're kind of new and you're a little unsure about how you want to do this, you can click on those and it gives you a whole bunch of different choices. You could do a student report, there's vacation stories. You can have your kids work through and do a presentation for you. But most of us, I feel like, will probably use it for a newsletter. So you can just go ahead and click newsletter. And the title, the templates are kind of cool because they baby step walk you through. So if we want to do this Sway, I can click right here, and I should be already signed in, but sometimes it may ask you to sign in. So we're going to click Start Editing this Sway, and it's going to prepare this and put it in your documents. So when you open Sway, it will be there. Like I said, it may ask you to sign in if you're not signed in already, so it gets sent to the right spot. But when you edit a Sway, it just pulls up a storyboard like this. And I'll just kind of slow down a little bit and show you. So where it says title, we're just going to put in practice newsletter. And then you can do all kinds of things. So obviously I don't really want to use this picture here. So I can click details and it's going to show me my text and then show me the picture. And if I don't like it, I can just, oh, where'd it go? I can just change it. So if I want to take this out, I can go to Insert right here in the corner, and I can type in, maybe I just want to put students. This is kind of an easy way to add photos and things. You can also click on Suggested, and it gives you a list of options of where you can upload things from. So if you have a picture on your computer that you want, you can click My Device and it'll actually pull up your own things. So like here are some of my pictures. You can click and it'll pull it up there. You can also add captions so that you can explain what's going on. If you only want it to look at one part of a picture, that's what these focus points are for. So say I only want just this part and this part to kind of show up. It's just kind of a way to make it stay right there. Or you can also click the entire image is important. And you just kind of, I feel like it's pretty intuitive, but if it's not, that's okay. You also have words like emphasize. So if I were to put, this is a dinosaur we met on our field trip. If I want that, actually it helps if I can spell, right? If I want that to kind of stand out from the rest of the presentation, I can just click emphasize, and it will change the style when we get started. The cool thing with Sway is you just input the information and it'll do the layout and make it look fancy for you without you even having to think about it. And I'll show you in just a couple minutes how to change things if you just really don't like the way it puts it. But if you're like me and you kind of obsess over how everything's going to look in a PowerPoint or a Google Slides or something like this, this is really nice because it just kind of takes that worry piece away, and you don't have to worry about making it center, and you don't have to worry about do the colors match, and you don't have to worry about does it look balanced. It's just already done for you. So on the template, that's where we are. We're in the newsletter template. We're just following along. So we've changed the title, we've put in a caption to go with the picture, and then it tells you introduce your organization's name. So I'm just going to put Miss Carter's class at Livingston, and then you can add the date. So it really just walks you through everything that you could possibly want to add. And if you don't like it, then you just delete it and it's gone. Also, if you just hate the whole card and you think it's silly and you don't want it to be there, you can just click delete and it'll take the whole thing out. If you want it back, then you just click the undo button. Whoop, that was the refresh button, not the undo button. You can click undo. It is usually popped up there, and keep going. It gives you a table of contents. You can change your picture again. This is so when you pull it up at the beginning, people, if they just want to click, can click really quickly, and you just fill it in. So when you're ready to check and see what it kind of looks like, I'm going to just leave these words and things here and show you. You just click play, and it will pull everything up. So here's our title, and if we just scroll down, there's the picture that I added with the caption. It gives us our little, in this issue, it gives us the picture that went with it. There would be like our little table of contents, and it just goes through. So it makes it kind of interesting for people to look at and keeps their engagement. Again, if you wanted to jump around, you can just click the little table of contents and click on those pictures, and it'll take you there. Just to kind of, that way you don't have to scroll through the whole thing. You can just get where you want to be. And when you're finished, you can just click edit again. But if I was sending this out and I decided that I just hated the way that that looked and it wasn't going to work, you always have the option to click design right here. And it's going to show you what it looks like. But if I click over here too, well, that's the save button. Hang on, it takes me a minute to get there sometimes. You can click on styles in the corner. Let me show you one more time. So storyline is where you edit, design is what it's going to look like. And if you click styles over here, you can change it. So if you don't want it to scroll up and down, you want it to scroll sideways, you can just change it. And then it goes that way. Or I can change it back so that it goes vertical. You can also put it in slides. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use the slides because the whole purpose of it is to kind of be smooth and seamless. But if you had a purpose that you needed to use that for, it's there. You can also customize this if you have a really specific thing in mind that you want. You can choose the colors, you can choose the fonts, what the headings kind of look like. You can choose exactly, like it kind of pairs everything up for you, and you can choose the sizes, or you can just click a whole new template. So maybe I want it to look like this instead, and it'll just go ahead and change it for you. Or maybe I want it to look, I don't like that one and I want a border. You can click it and it'll change it so that you have a different border, but it still keeps everything kind of together and just makes it look nice, and you can just not have to worry about it. It's a lot easier just to click a few things, and there's a lot of options if you click the little arrows on the side. So that's how you use a template. So I'm going to stop for just a second. Are there any questions about using a template? And I'm sorry I'm going fast, but we only have 30 minutes, so I'm trying to show you all the little things. Does anybody have any questions about using a template or getting started with a template? Okay. I can't tell if Nina is typing. Oh, yep, there it is. Sorry guys, my chat is not on my screen, so I have to pull it up to the side. All right, cool. You can insert audio. Yes, that is one of the questions, and a web link. Perfect. We can do those really quick. So let me go back to my storyline, and then we'll just click on one of these, and we'll just do how to add audio. I don't think that I have any audio on my computer, but we can figure something close to that out. So you type in what you want, and then you have a choice. You can click insert, which is here, and the first one it gives you is audio. So you can click audio, and then it's going to give you the same choices. So suggested. You can get it from OneDrive. If you have something from YouTube or something from your device, you can just click there. So if you had it saved to your desktop, you could, and it works just the same way. I am pretty 100% sure that I don't have any just straight up audio files, but it's the, do I have some music? Let's see if I have anything on here. Nope. Okay, just kidding. Anyway, it works the same way. You just click it and it will actually give you, hang on, I was trying to find a video that I had on here. I may have deleted it though. You can just click right on it and it will, just like the picture, but instead of the picture, it will give you the little line, like you have an audio file that you're going to play, and it will give you a play button, and you can just go straight from there. But always under suggested is where you can find things like that. Also, you can do the YouTube video. It'll pull YouTube up right here, and you can find something that you like. I'm not sure what this is, but I don't want to put something totally inappropriate up here on Newton County stuff. But you can just, that's probably pretty, I don't know. You just click it and it'll add it. You can add multiple things at once too. So then you've got your audio on there. And I'm going to go ahead and delete those just because I'm not entirely sure what's there. I didn't preview that part. But that's how the audio works. The link works pretty much the same way. You can just go to a card and I want this part to go away. No. All right. So you just go and why are you doing difficult? You can go to insert again. And you can either link it from one of these things, or you can just copy and paste. So maybe I want just a link to ABC Mouse or something like that. You can actually just go straight there and copy the link and then just paste it right in. And it should work. You also have the option, like you can put the link here. Here's the little link button. So you can put, I want this to say ABC Mouse. And then you can put the link right there. So you can do it either way. This one makes it kind of look neater if you just click the little link button right here. Or if you're not worried about it, you can just copy and paste it either way. Here for the formatting, you have the same kind of things. You can add bullets. You can make a numbered list. There's the link. focus points again is just where on the picture do you want it to look at. You can make it open small, you can make it kind of medium, and then you can make it full screen as well. Like, I think that's a size kind of thing. You can also, let me show you how to start from a new one so I can explain these little boxes at the bottom. Let me close some of this out too. Hang on. I've lost where you are on my screen. Okay. Here we go. We're just gonna go back to Sway. And I gotta get my chat box out of the way. I need a bigger screen. Okay, so if you wanna start from a blank story, I've just gone back to Sway. This is what it looks like if you open it from your email. And I'm just gonna click New Blank Sway. And it just gives you, it starts you off with a title, and everything you just go through straight the same way. So I'm just gonna put Practice Sway. Maybe I want a picture of a school bus. I really am having a hard time typing today. I can just click it. You can either click it and click add, or you can actually just drag it over. And so then if you're ready to add something else, you can just click the X to get that box out of the way. Then you can just click, and it's going to give you choices. So if you want to put a heading, you can click heading. If you want to put text, you can put text. So I just want to, I'm a teacher, so I want to be able to talk and just put my information there. And then I can go on to the next thing. So maybe I want to list my rules. So I can go to heading, and then I can type in rules and add, I just want to search for rules. We're not a pool, but we can do that and click add, and it puts it there. And then maybe from my next card, I want to add a bulleted list. So I can click text, and then I can click bullets and just write in here and write my rules, et cetera, et cetera. And then maybe we're going to use PBIS rewards because that's something that our school has been doing. So I'm going to pull that up and just put the link to that. Right here. Maybe I want the login screen to be what I link to, so I just copy that. And then I can add the link right there, PBIS rewards, and then put the link. So that's there. But if you want in your Sway to have things kind of stay together, what you can do is you can click these boxes, and this makes the computer understand that this is a group and you need to kind of keep it together for me. When you put a heading card in, it kind of automatically changes it for you. So like everything you put under the first heading, it will keep together, and everything you put under the second heading will put together. But if for some reason you need something else a little different, you can click those and they're selected. Or like if I want to move two things, I can click those and drag them around. That's how you move things, by the way. You just click it and you can drag it around. So if you want it in a different order, you just click it and put it where you want it. But that's just kind of how you can group things together. If you want to add an image is just a regular picture. You can also click stack, and this is where your pictures, if you want to put a big group of them, will come. So I'm just going to click that one, and then I'm going to click that one, and then I'm going to click this one. It just kind of puts them all in one little link, and then you can add your captions to them, and those will pop up. But like this one, I didn't want it quite there, so I'm just gonna move that back to where I wanted it, and then this one got out of place, so I'm gonna move it back to where I wanted it. It does that. And then I can click over on design and see what this bad boy that I'm making up as we go kind of looks like. And if I hate it, I can just go to styles and I can change it. I don't like the way that looks at all, so I just want it to be bright and kind of put together. And so now it looks like this. But I still don't like that, and I want it to be a little different, so I can change it, and it's gonna put it like that. So that's just really kind of the quick and dirty with Sway. I'm sorry it was so fast. I feel like I just really went quick, but do you all have any questions about how to put anything else in or how to do anything? Really the best way to learn is to go in and play with it. I am, however, going to give you, just because I did have to go so fast, this is the Newton County Technology page. They also have a tutorial there already. So I am going to stop sharing, and I'm going to put the link there in the chat so you can save it to your own device. And that's a slower tutorial that you might want to go back and look at. Does anybody have any questions? To share this way, that's probably the last thing that I should maybe mention how to do. If you want to share your Sway, you can just click the share button. It's pretty much like everything else. And you can either share it to a specific group of people, or if you're like me and you just want it really quick, you can share it with anyone who has the link, and then you can just copy it and paste it in. So if you're sending out like a class messenger email or something else with your newsletter, you can add the link in, or you can also get a visual link and you can copy and paste this picture into an email or a message to your family, but it's right there. We share lots of things. That should be pretty easy for everybody. It is very doable. It's really, once you get in and start playing, it'll be fine. But again, my name is Kristen Carter, and so my email address is just the same as everyone else's, but there it is in the chat box too. If you have any questions, you're welcome to email me. You're welcome to hit up the technology team. The tutorial is great. You can even Google, and there's a ton of other stuff out there. But I hope you use it. I hope it's great for you. And I guess if there's no other questions, yes, you can share it and remind. Just copy in I would just open it up on my phone. You can copy the link straight onto your phone clipboard and then paste it right into Remind. You could also do it on Dojo. You could do it on PBIS rewards. I text my parents a lot, so you can just throw it in a text message. The cool thing with Sway too is no matter what device your parents are looking at it on, if they're on a phone or a tablet or a computer, it will adjust so they can see all the parts of it. It just takes all the work out of it for you. So that's Sway. You all are very welcome. I hope you find some other really great things to look at today. And if you need any help, let me know.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Sure, I'm here.
So like if I'm working on it for like a grade level,
Yes.
I know I can share the link with the teachers. Are they then able to copy it and share it, or can I only send out the link?
They can copy and share it as well. The important thing that you'll need to remember when you're doing that, if you're doing a grade level kind of thing, is just like in, what is this? This is sharing. Make that go away. You have to set it so that, whoa, hang on. There we go. You can, I think it's under settings. maybe it's not. You have to share it kind of like you do on Google. So, and what I'm trying to say is you have to set it so that anybody with the link can view it and see it. So if anybody with the link can see the sway, then it doesn't matter who sends this out. So if you send it to your whole team and they all put it on their own remind, it would still work as long as it's set to anyone with the link can view.
Okay. Perfect.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Sounds great.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, Miss B, are you good? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end. And if you need something, you just reach out. All right?